as we know, one thing's for sure in our lives, change is inevitable. And joining us now to talk a little bit more about what's been changing and happening with the Miss America competition, Jonathan Bailor, who is a wellness advisor and also the originator of the evidence-based body positivity movement, and how he works with Miss America contestants and what the direction of that organization is going in. Jonathan, welcome in. Thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
So we had a new Miss America crowned during the holidays, December 16th. I believe it's Miss Alaska, wasn't it, to Emma Broyles?
It was, yes. First ever Alaska and Korean American Miss America.
How about that? And I've always liked the Miss America pageant. It's always stood for presenting women in their best light. And I think of all the beauty competitions, if you will, the Miss America is probably the best one out there. And obviously, being in media and being in radio over the years, have worked with Miss Alabama numerous times with different ladies representing the state and also becoming Miss America. So love the organization, but things are changing. Things have changed now. You know, I grew up watching and couldn't wait for the swimsuit competition. I'm a guy, but not so much these days, as things are shifting away from that type of thing and into more of a body positivity mind, if you will, and focusing on different areas. Did you think that this was going to be inevitable at some point and getting away from that and into where we're headed now with this?
I definitely didn't think it was inevitable. In fact, we see with other organizations this isn't happening. Miss America really is displaying a tremendous amount of courage because, let's be honest, you're in media, I'm in media. What's going to get the most ratings on television? Swimsuit competitions certainly don't hurt. But Miss America has, for over 100 years, really led the charge in saying this is what it means to be Miss America. And, in the past, let's be honest, women were defined in large part by their appearance, good, bad, right, or wrong. The fact is that is changing, and we need to ensure that all human beings, if we are going to judge people, let's judge them on their performance. Let's judge them on their impact on the world, not how they look.
Well, let me take it to the next level then. If we're going to be doing that, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, should we be judging women or anybody on anything? I mean, if we're going to go to the extreme, what about arguing that?
It's important to remember that Miss America is a job. So anytime you apply for any job, you are evaluated, right? If you want to play in a symphony, you do audition. We do need to know if you can perform playing the clarinet. However, many symphonies now allow you to play the clarinet behind the screen so that they don't watch you play the clarinet, because how you look while you play the clarinet doesn't matter as to whether or not you can play the clarinet. And certainly how you look in a swimsuit shouldn't matter when it comes to admission into medical school. So if you're going to serve as essentially American royalty, which is what Miss America kind of is, she's like the Queen of America.
Right.
How you look shouldn't matter, but you do need to be able to do the job.
I missed the competition of Miss America December 16th. Was the swimsuit competition there, or it's gone?
The swimsuit competition is completely gone.
Never coming back. Any other changes coming down the pike that you see in direction?
Really, the biggest change we're seeing is an increased emphasis in what's known as the Social Impact Initiative, which has always been a big part of the Miss America competition, but unfortunately it's been poked fun at in the past. But now what we're seeing is these individuals taking huge strides, literally meeting with top politicians, presidents, heads of state to do things like help end child trafficking. This isn't the if I could do one thing, everyone would have bunnies and rainbows that is sometimes, poked fun at. It's about real meaningful change in a world that direly needs it.
For sure, nobody should go to bed hungry, and my mission is to feed everybody today. I mean, who doesn't want to make sure that everybody goes to bed with a full belly, right? So when you talk about the social movements these days, they're very polarizing, as you know, in our country. Politics has really divided a lot of folks. Does it hurt or help women when they start talking about political hotbed issues versus, like you mentioned, human trafficking, where something everybody can agree on we've got to do something about? Is it bad for them to go into the social things if they have ties to separate political parties?
I think it's really important anytime we make a statement in general to say, is it good or bad for men or women to blank? Is it good or bad for, when we put that gender specifier there, we just need to take a step back and say, is it good or bad for people? Because when we rephrase it that way, like, is it good or bad for people to have strong opinions about things that they're well educated on?
Right, and that's what I meant, Jonathan. That's what I meant. I mean, these are all women, so I was talking about the ladies in Miss America. Yes, of course I meant in a competition, do the people that are in the Miss America pageant run a risk of alienating Americans by picking sides in political directions?
I think they do, and I think what you'll find is that that's not what is taking place or had taken place in the competition. When you look at a social impact initiative, the way these are structured are, for example, things like encouraging the promotion of educating special needs children, child trafficking. They're not like, so what do you think about illegal immigration policy reform? That is not the direction the organization is heading. It's not a political organization.
Right.
It's much more an organization around, clearly hunger is bad. I think we all agree on that. How can we make that better? That's what we're looking towards.
Well, Jonathan, I appreciate your time this morning, and I think some good movement in the direction for Miss America competition, and I like the direction they're headed there, too. So, Jonathan Bailor, I appreciate you, and we'll do it again soon.